my third test, I'm just gonna give you an idea how much faster programs will launch with the SSD. This is the normal 1700 RPM hard drive, the old hard drives that spin, and we'll test here. First program, I'm just gonna try Outlook. I have over 18,000 emails in this, and it needs to be cleaned out. But click start. Let's see. Outlook started and processing. Now, just because it has 18,000 emails doesn't mean it's gonna be slow. It's just, yeah, down here. But right here it opened and it's down in my new email right here. But it's still trying to load. Obviously, it's not fully loaded. I mean, with the solid state, I'm sure it's just gonna be fully loaded. So it takes to fully load. It seems to be about 30 seconds to get it fully loaded in normal speed, so you can get between emails fast. So it seems about 30 seconds for that program. So it's reset, and say you want to open up Firefox, and Firefox opens in 2 seconds, pretty much, a little bit less. It varies. But sometimes Firefox, this is usually the quickest I've ever seen on this computer for Firefox to open. But it varies depending on usage, how it opens. Hey, let's try Chrome. You might use Chrome. Chrome starts faster, period, than any other browser I've seen. Chrome, see, it started a little bit slower than Firefox. I know it usually 90% of the time it starts faster, but I think that's just internet slowness. So probably about 5 seconds that time to start Chrome. My videos. Stop that. Say something like, you want Microsoft Word to do a document. Okay, let's reset that. Well, as you can see, about 1 second to start Microsoft Word. Like I said, I've done optimizations to my drive. I'm sure you've had issues with your drive getting slow, fragmented, you can't fix it, you don't know how to reinstall your computer. With a solid state, fragmentation does not matter. You will not have slowdown issues unless older solid states had issues, but new ones will not. Let's see if I can find another program that might be useful to test. I don't see much more we can test. I mean, you got your Microsoft Word, that stuff. Steam I have run on my other computer. That will take longer than normal to start up. So, well, I hope this helped you to decide to make you figure out if you really need a solid state. In my opinion, what I've seen from comparisons online, I hope these comparisons will help you as well. But from what I've seen, solid states increase your performance dramatically. I'll go ahead and skip ahead to my solid state now. Once I have everything reinstalled, keep in mind it's going to be Windows 7, not Windows XP, and it's going to have all my optimizations on that too. And that is possible for a solid state. I'm going to try and get all this done. I'm going to have startup, make sure I have all my startup programs and all that stuff, but I'm going to try and keep this test as equal as possible. Keep in mind also, yeah, the Windows XP, Windows 7 thing. Now I'll switch over to the solid state. Okay, the SSD is now installed for this test. I'm going to go get my timer up, like so. Gonna get Outlook ready to open and click at the same time, and boom, 1 second, less than 2 seconds, I can fully load everything in Outlook versus whatever it was before. I'm doing this on different days, so I forgot what I did on my old video, but as you can see, much faster. I'm gonna give you the browser test as well. These don't seem to be as dependable because they change every time. Now if we go to Firefox, about the same as the other drive, but solid state's going to be consistent versus the other drive one day it might take 15 seconds to boot up Firefox. I've had that happen before. So close Firefox and we're going to click Chrome. Chrome should be faster, hopefully this time. Oh wait. Okay, let's start Chrome. And boom, Chrome's up in like 2 seconds. Versus Firefox, like 3 or 4 seconds. It just depends. And like we did before, gonna go to Microsoft Word right here, Microsoft Word 2010. Boom, up 1 second. A little bit faster, feels snappier than what it was before. General programs. Also, didn't test any other programs, but I'm gonna test Google Earth on this to show you, like, if it's a free program. If you don't already know, you can download and test it on your computer and see how much faster it will be if you get a solid state. But oh, misclicked that. Okay, let's actually just go here and click it. Okay, there. In Google Earth, a 3D program to zoom in. Everything's loaded that quickly, like less than 5 seconds. Everything's loaded. Versus before, I think it took between 5 and 10 seconds to load. Everything's usually about twice as quick for programs wise. It depends on. Also, the majority of people do not know how to customize or keep their hard drive sped up, and don't defrag their computer, and it slows down over time. They don't know how to keep the speed up, so there's going to be a much more dramatic effect getting a solid state versus getting your old drive. Versus me, I was able to keep my speed up. It was faster than a normal drive, and it wasn't as slow as what your computer probably is. Now, I'm not saying you don't know how to keep it sped up, and you might be that person who does know, but the majority of people, like your mom and dad, probably doesn't know how to keep it sped up, and they're complaining the computer's always slow and everything else. Well, the solid state will fix that problem with my other videos coming up to tell you how to install the hard drive into your desktop. Just as easy for a laptop, but I don't have a video on that now. And how to install the operating system. You should be able to install for your parents, for yourself, everything else, and how to install solid state into your computer or any other hard drive for that matter. This has been my third and final part on the speed test for an SSD. If you enjoyed my videos, hit that subscribe button to see more, and I'll see you next time.